Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkis, and today is our Sunday box opening. Happy Mother's Day! We made it another year.
We did.
So did all those kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we thought we would start with just a special little recap. But first, if you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. We've been here for 26 years. We started when this little thing was 6 years old.
Yeah.
She was just a cute little thing back then.
I was a little tourist attraction.
She was. She was. Because she knew she'd been quilting since she was 4. And so she'd wander around, and we would hear people go, watch this. And then they would ask her some question about half square triangles or whatever. She'd go, oh, yeah, you have to add 7/8 of an inch on your square. And, whatever.
Rattle it all off.
She'd rattle it all off. And she could go find the perfect fabric or whatever. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
She's still a novelty, but, she's not 6 anymore.
No.
Anyway, we are in Central Washington State. We have the quilt shop. We have a retreat center. We have our own pattern line. And we do a lot of tutorials and classes on YouTube. In fact, we even do a book club. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow at 11.
We do a live.
Live on YouTube.
Yep, live on YouTube for we keep it to an hour, and we're reviewing The Measure. So you should have read that before you come, or there will be spoilers. But anyway, we hang out a lot. We do hosted retreats at our retreat center. Those are starting up next week.
Yeah.
This week
Super
coming
excited.
up. Super excited. Yeah, we love having everybody over. Super, super fun. But anyway, and for Mother's Day, we did something different this year because we've been doing the YouTube thing now for 5 years. Yeah, since 2020. We started during COVID and hanging out. And our whole philosophy when we started was that we just wanted to not talk about the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk about only cheerful,
things,
fun things, good things. So we don't tend to talk a lot about weather, things that are going on, or world news, or, we just figure you get enough of that. So we don't really want to talk about that. But it's not that we're not aware of things. Right. And this year for Mother's Day, what we decided was that we wanted to come on and wish everybody a glorious Mother's Day and be super happy and typical. But we also really kind of wanted to recognize that Mother's Day isn't happy for everyone. There are people who have lost children, and it's a really hard time for them. And so this year what we thought was, instead of doing all of these specials and fun things, we offered 3 different specials that were unique and kind of fun. And we had 3 full days of shopping. And then after that 3 full days, we decided to take all of the money from all of your shopping for that 72 hours. And we are going to donate 30% of those earnings, of those, not earnings, total receipts.
Yeah.
To kind of 3 different organizations, but 2 of them are kind of together. So one is our local New Hope. It's in actually 3 different counties, our little Tri-County area, and they offer services for homeless youth and mothers, homeless mothers, and mothers that are having issues with domestic violence and they had to kind of flee. So they help them to provide them a safe place and get reestablished. And so we're going to help them. And then the other one is Jen Brennan, is a friend of ours from Colorado, and she puts together gift boxes and she mails them out to mothers that have lost a child, not just in her area. She sends those out all the time, has been putting those together mostly with homemade stuff. She puts in soaps and scrubs and knitted facial things. Anyway, she sent us one that we auctioned off during the breast cancer auction.
Super cool.
Super, super, super fantastic. And she works with Grieving Mamas Retreats, and that is Dr. Laura Bergman.
Berman.
Berman. Her first retreat was last year. Her second one is this year at the end of the month. And she brings 75 people. They operate only on donations and volunteers. And they have these moms who come who have lost a child. And there's just a lot of healing and tools to help kind of deal with that. And Jen said that it was absolutely life-changing when she went to it. And so she really supports them. So anyway, what we're doing is we are dividing up the money that we've raised, and we're giving half of it to New Hope and half of it to Jen and
Grieving Mamas.
Grieving Mamas. Along with the funds, we are taking over, I think there's either 22 or 23 quilts that we're taking over to New Hope, and those are
That's cool.
baby quilts, youth quilts, and full-size quilts for them. And then we are also sending, I think there's 150 in that box.
Awesome.
That we're sending to Jen to put in the swag bag for the
Mug rugs.
mug
150
rugs.
mug rugs.
Did I not finish
We
that
didn't
sentence?
have mug rug part. 150 mug rugs
Mug
from
rugs.
you guys from doing all of the stuff with the McKay fundraiser.
Yeah.
McKay, we asked, of course, before we took their gifts, and they said absolutely to do
Share
that
those.
because they're going to have to share them with everybody else also.
Yeah, they're getting-
They
they're
love
still
the
getting
idea
1,000.
of still sharing. So yeah, they're still getting money.
Yeah.
So they love the idea.
My guess
of
is the
sharing.
Grieving Mamas will get more.
Yeah.
Because they're still getting too many mug rugs.
Yeah.
So, and all of those are from you guys. So, anyway.
That is very cool.
So that's what's happening. That's what happened. And I have
Oh, the numbers. I was curious.
numbers. I think it's
So
important.
our 3 days were Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. Those are the 3 days that we were, anything you ordered was part of this donation pot. So 30% of your subtotal went straight into this little kitty that we're donating. So super
Yeah,
exciting.
your gift certificates, your everything.
was so awesome.
Everything was good. So and I'm going to tell you first what the typical is, because I feel like that's okay. You know, right? You guys probably
They've
question-
fundraised with us a while.
Yeah, you guys have fundraised for a while, and I think we've talked about this before. This is no secret. I think people think that we make billions of dollars. We do not.
Nah.
Not even thousands of dollars. But a typical day for us is usually maybe $1,000 to $1,500. A really, really good day for us is $3,000. And that's for in the store and online. And so that's kind of how it would go. So typically for 3 days in total sales, we would see somewhere between maybe $7,000 and $9,000, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
And so we were anticipating that, you know, what we would,
That was our estimated donation number.
estimated donation. Our total sales for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, were $15,892.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's like over double.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm glad y'all found something a little something.
That's pretty good. And so the 30% of that was just under $7,800. And if we were to divide those between the two, it was actually going to end up being like $2,300. But we're going to go ahead and round it up because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, we had like this magical 3 number going on. So we're going to go ahead and round both of them up by $700, and we're going to give each of the organizations $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, from you guys.
That's really, really cool.
I think it's really good.
That's really
once
cool.
again, you guys come through for us,
Yeah.
make us look good.
Thank you.
It's really, really nice. So we really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate your
It'll
help
help
with this.
a lot of moms, a lot of babies, a lot of everybody. And
Yeah.
that's was super, super cool.
Yeah, I think both organizations just really deserving, and I think it's just. Yeah, I think I love Mother's Day. There's so many holidays that, we sort of always find fun ways to celebrate. And I think that I don't often enough think about people who have lost somebody, and their celebration is different.
Might be different.
Yeah. And so one last little thing is I just want to read a little poem for you guys, and then we're okay. And the reason I want to do this is because I cannot tell you how many of you guys emailed, texted, put on their messages, I lost a son, I lost a daughter, I lost a son, and a year later I lost a grandson, and there's so many of you guys that are in this Grieving Mamas category. and you felt the same way, that, you know, this is a hard time, that, you know, we have this mother-daughter thing going on, and there's 3 generations that you guys see often, and we love that, but it could be painful, you know, for you guys to see that. And so we feel kind of bad, you know, I mean, I certainly recognize that. So anyway, there's this poem, and it's not just the grieving mamas. I think the other thing, there's a lot of other stuff going on. I've been thinking about Ben all week. Wednesday was the 1-year anniversary that Lori passed.
Yeah.
CK, Debbie, our friend in California. There's a lot of you guys that are
Grieving,
having a hard time. And I just want to read this. Somebody told me that it was a poem called One More Day. And then another person said that it was actually the eulogy from Jim Carrey, which I think possibly both are true. That Jim Carrey, I don't know if he wrote it or he read it, but I just want to share it. Because I think it's very healing, and I think it's a good thing. Grief is not just an emotion, it's an unraveling, a space where something once lived but is now gone. It carves through you, leaving a hollow ache where love once resided. In the beginning, it feels unbearable, like a wound that will never close, but over time, the raw edges begin to mend. The pain softens, but the imprint remains, a quiet reminder of what once was. The truth is, you never really move on, you move with it. The love you had does not disappear, it transforms. It lingers in the echoes of laughter, in the warmth of old memories, in the silent moments where you still reach for what is no longer there, and that's okay. Grief is not a burden to be hidden. It's not a weakness to be ashamed of. It is the deepest proof that love existed, that something beautiful once touched your life. So let yourself feel it. Let yourself mourn. Let yourself remember. There is no timeline, no right way to grieve. Some days will be heavy and some will feel lighter. Some moments will bring unexpected waves of sadness, while others will fill you with gratitude for the love you were lucky enough to experience. Honor your grief, for it is sacred. It is a testament to the depth of your heart, and in time, through the pain, you will find healing. Not because you've forgotten, but because you have learned how to carry both love and loss together.
That was really good.
It is really good. And anyway, we just want to let you guys know. Happy Mother's Day for those of you that it's a happy day. And for those of you that it's not,
We're sending love.
we're sending love. All right, we're going to take a minute.
Okay, now that we've
All
all
right.
cried on Mother's Day, got that out. I do have boxes. All right, let's see. I think this is 3 boxes.
And we know that you guys probably don't need a single bit of fabric. And we also know that that's not always why you hang out with us.
And that's okay too.
That's okay too.
Oh, good. It's bright and cheery.
We need bright and cheery.
Look.
Oh, who is this? I feel like I know this. Oh, Figo.
It's like it's a bag. Look at that.
It's a bag.
It's a linen bag panel.
It's heavy.
That's heavy duty. These are cute.
What is this called? Oh, it's Heather Bailey.
Oh, I like her. Pop sugar.
Pop sugar.
Sugar. All right. I'm going to get all these
sugar.
open. These are super cute.
I think there's
I've got some
3
patterns
boxes
in here. And then we'll get everything unwrapped. We'll be right back.
All right, this is beautiful and cheery, which is super, super good. But
I love it.
before we show you, just for a little second here, and Tracy's actually back here for a moment. Tracy's been out and about a lot because we have shop hoppers in the store this month.
Yes.
And so people keep saying, we're missing Tracy, we're missing Tracy. She is still doing double duty. She is still getting all of your packages out, but she helps out front a whole bunch. And but because of all of the shop hoppers, it's been kind of fun because we have people that are up in this area that have never been here before.
Yeah.
And there was 2 things that I thought I would share. One is that one of the gals said, and I think she even Facebooked it, that the prettiest drive, now she's from Oregon, beautiful state, and she said the prettiest drive she's been on this whole shop hop was Highway 2 coming up and dropping down into our area on the Cooley corridor.
It is.
She's right.
Stunning.
It is beautiful.
And the weather is perfect.
It is beautiful. And there's like massive wildflowers that are out right now.
Yeah.
And so those of you guys that are coming to retreat, I put that specifically. GPS is going to take you the freeway. Don't take the freeway.
So
boring, ugly. No. Go this way. It's going to take you 2 hours no matter what.
You're going to enjoy your other ride better.
Yeah. It's beautiful. You get to go through all those little communities.
No big semi-trucks.
I know where all of the coffee stops are.
Yeah.
And I put that in the little information.
Which also means where can you stop for
Potty breaks. Potty breaks.
Where the coffee shops are is where you need a potty. Just need to know there's probably about 45 minutes between towns. So if you can't hold it, popping a squat in a field is not weird to see here.
Just drive on by. That's right. And then the other thing that I just wanted to share is I always think it's funny because we know that we don't always pronounce people's cities right.
No, we're
and in fact,
good at
as we opened all of those placemats, it's like, where is that? What? How? And people will email and go, oh, no, you pronounce it like, this way.
Or you guys are really good about putting it in your card if it's pronounced.
Yeah. There's some town called like Bougie or something that's not it, but we couldn't figure it out. That's up in maybe Minnesota or Wisconsin. And
what's it really?
It was the one, Bagetti.
Oh, see, I would love to say, I live in Bougie.
Bougie. I live in Bougie. I'm a pink straight.
Yeah.
No, it was something like that. We, and it seems like it had a J, an H, a T, and an I, all in rapid succession. But anyway, Rosalie had texted me and said, oh, it's pronounced blah, 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 whatever it was. And it was the home of Paul Bunyan. Do you remember now?
Yeah.
Anyway, we butcher it all the time. So it's always kind of fun. We haven't corrected anybody, but Grand Coulee or Coulee Dam or Coulee City, we heard today that did you hear her?
Yeah.
Coulee. I came down from Grand Coulee.
I liked it.
I did too. I thought it was really good. And what's the other one? What else do we hear?
Spragu.
Spragu.
For Sprag. Spragu. And then Sally was telling us that when she first moved to America,
Sally Catlin, our English friend.
Illinois was Illinois.
Illinois.
It's like, dude, that sounds like a way cooler
I'm
place.
gonna start saying that. I want to live in Bougie, Illinois. Yes. So
Sign me
Illinois.
up.
But there was something else local that she said that was funny. I don't remember. Anyway, if we think of it, but anyway, we like that. The other one that nobody ever gets right is Puyallup.
Yeah. Or Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene's a
Coeur d'Alene.
doozy too. Yeah. All our Indian names.
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of tribal stuff and native stuff kind of all over, but I don't know why ours
It's all
seem to be
different.
weird. But anyway,
You never know.
that was kind of fun.
It's when you know that there's a tourist here.
Yeah. I
Like, oh, you
know.
got that wrong. It's okay though.
Kool-Aid.
We know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, and now she's off again. So you got to see her for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry. You have to come visit us. You can hang out with her.
Okay, let's take a look at Pop Sugar.
Pop Sugar.
Super cute.
It's
Figo.
cute. Happy.
There are a couple patterns. Now, what's funny is this is one pattern, and I mean, it doesn't look like something crazy, but look at the recoloring. This pattern in Pop Sugar.
Right.
Look how cute that is.
That is really, really cute. And we already looked it up. How many fat quarters was it?
This is 3rd yard cuts, so I'm not sure. Oh no, I lied. It is 13. For a 60 by 72, it is 15 fat quarters of darks and 15 fat quarters of lights. But it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes. This pattern is.
That's a lot of
To do a 60 by 60, so something like to drape over a couch, it's 13 fat quarters of light and 13 fat quarters of dark. So again, this, nothing to balk about, but
That's fantastic.
That
is super fantastic.
and
I feel
again,
like I would
it's
make
something that you don't have to cut. I mean, it is a pattern. It is in blocks. It is going to give you instructions. But if you struggle with cutting, if you struggle with sewing straight, I feel like this pattern lends itself to looking scrappy, looking kind of crumb cakey almost, but planned. So I thought you needed to see the
That's
recoloring part.
fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Sophie from
We're going to make
Calypso.
both of these, by the way.
So stinking cute. This one takes 3rd yard cuts. Now my guess is she's probably using 10-inch squares and doing something fancy with it. I didn't open up the pattern to look. But so it's for a throw 55 by 66. You need 15 3rd yard cuts. And we're thinking we might cut some. Because regardless of what you're going to do, you could probably pull it off with.
You could do the 3rd yard cuts with this one also, really. You would be fine. So it says fat quarters, but that's people, I'm going to tell you, pattern writers will do that just to make it easy because we want you to sew it up. It's like, oh, what? 15 fat quarters? I can do that easy, just out of my stash, you know, or whatever. And it's way easier than knowing you need a 1/3 of a yard of this one and a 1/4 of a yard of this one and a 1/2 a yard of this one. Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
But 3rd yard cuts, you'll still be fine.
And I thought this one would be really cute. If you made those little centers of your posy smaller and in primary colors, if you had like twins, you could have a cute little posy for her and make it primary colors, make it a cute little pinwheel for him. Same exact pattern. Because again, it's also how you quilt it. Your quilter can make it kind of pointy when it looks like one of those yard twirly pinwheels.
Yeah.
Or it looks like a posy because that's a nice big yellow center.
Yeah.
So again, recolor it, make that circle just a smidgen smaller. Cute.
And then,
Cute.
did you see, was there a colorway of this one out of the brights? I was thinking they sent like some flyers for us.
Oh, they did. Yes.
She's going to grab it. Because I'm telling you, we're making both of these.
Here's the recoloring. Ready?
Yeah. Ready?
Look how happy that is.
Yeah.
Super cute.
It is so cute.
And it is pieced. I think the only thing appliqued is that circle in the center. And from looking at this, the way it's stitched down makes me think it's applique. So otherwise, everything is pieced. Except for the center. You could also ruche that center. And a lot of you guys are like really enjoying that ruching center.
Sorry.
And 'tis the season of travel. So if you want to keep your hands busy at the campfire or on the road, ruching is really fun to do.
This block is so smart.
It's cute.
It's so smart.
2 really, really cute pattern ideas.
What they did. Oh, this would be seconds.
Yeah. It's going to take you longer to cut your squares than to make the block. It's like a snowball block interpretation with a sashing block. That is super smart. All right. We're going to look up close.
Oh, wait. Let's show them this.
Oh,
this is the canvas. It's, you can't tell, but heavy. For a
cotton linen.
Cotton linen. I know. Isn't that pretty?
Oh.
So it has your handles here and your bag. And it has the directions.
And what's
and little pocket. Pop Sugar by Heather Bailey. Look how cute that is. And then it shows you that you can just do your box bottom. So that has a nice little.
That's so cute.
I know.
Again, you can also put this into a quilt. If you have something else in your mind that's like, oh my gosh, this is it. Just because this is a cotton canvas does not mean you cannot put it with your cottons.
Right.
If you feel like you want to, you can pre-wash it, but it's not really going to shrink any different. It's going to be, yes, a little bit heavier, but it's not going to mess up any of your piecing, pressing, quilting, washing in the end of it.
This would be that kind of bag too that you can take with you to QuiltCon or quilt shows or other things like that. You can just cut it and put it together. It is. People are going to ask you where you got it. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can go, if you like to quilt your stuff, you can go ahead and quilt it first and then piece it. Give it a little bit of texture. Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
cute too.
it's really cute. The tote bag panels go fairly quickly, just to FYI. So some of you guys that are still doing your dishes because your family came over and had breakfast with you, seeing this a little later.
Wait, moms are doing dishes?
It's a thing.
No.
It's a terrible thing.
That's not the way it rolls.
You're going to kind of pan across first so they can see the lovely. It really is beautiful. Very, very, very bright. Very, very bright. We did get the entire collection. So there's maybe only a couple of purples, a couple of blues, and we'll show you some in the back in just a minute. So there is kind of black and white, and this is kind of a creamy white. And so they're just some, I love, that just really looks like her. And then this is the only kind of teal kind of one.
You want to hold it for a hot minute?
Yeah, maybe for a hot minute. And then we get into the blues. There's kind of a lighter polka dot.
And this is a square polka dot. It's like a little 1/8-inch square.
Cute.
It's not like a full circle.
I love this. She did this in multiple colors. I love that little.
And
then That's fantastic. The little pink and blue. And then, oh, this might be my favorite piece.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one a lot.
And then here's the polka dot again. And here's the same thing, but look at just different pink background and red. Love pink and red. Here's the dots. This, can you tell that it's a stripe?
We can see it on the
On this one. Okay, yeah. And then we're back into, after these two stripes, back into a little polka dot. This is a new one, kind of a hash mark.
That one's cool.
I know, I like that one. Here's that stripe, really different, where just a cream and a lavender. This is like the black. I don't know if you can see the little flowers. It was like the black and cream one. And here it is in mint. I love her colors. There's that flower again. Here it is. Oh, here's the hash tag. Kinda, not really. Scribble. More flowers, more polka dots, more lines. Can you see the lines from where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, this is the first one that I can really see that that's a square on the, and then here is the yellow kind of hash marks.
Okay, and these ones are weird. These are like pumpkin orange. They're coming through flaming red.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Well, our camera and hues of red. I don't even know. They are pumpkin orange.
Pumpkin orange, very much pumpkin orange. And this is just a nice clear orange.
Yeah.
Clear orange.
Your images on the website will be probably clearer than what you're seeing on the camera. So, because I pull the images straight from Figo's website.
Okay.
So you'll have a more accurate color on the website.
Perfect. And here's those last little flowers. And then let's look at the ones behind us.
Oh yes, the green ones.
Did that one come out right? The yellow?
Yeah.
You said the yellow
Just
came out
those two.
That's weird.
They look red.
Okay, I don't know. I have to restack all that. Sorry. Okay, so these, I just wanted you to see these. There wasn't room on our table for these. And so I'll do them right over here. So this one is the, probably can't tell, but this is that same stripe that we were doing, that we were showing. This is that other stripe. Can you see that one?
Yeah, we kind of see that one.
The one that was the pink and blue. And this is that kind of hashtaggy one.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to clean all these up, and then I don't know what we have next, but there's big boxes down. I think it's a Hoffman box.
All right, it is a Hoffman box.
I was thinking it. They put it all in that plastic.
It's in.
You can't see anything.
Ooh, florally. It says blueberries on it.
Oh, that's not floral.
It's kind of Christmassy. I feel like their last year's Christmas was kind of like this. Not super. It's more winter, I guess. Not necessarily Christmas. It's just winter.
Ooh. Oh, is that the crow?
The crow. The raven. I don't know. Tracy's not seen this.
Tracy will know.
So
again, those of you guys that are coming and doing the collage, we knew that we were going to get some panels late. If you haven't made a decision yet, you need 7 panels, 6 that will cut up and 1 that'll go around.
I know what that is.
This was back when we had the video when we were picking out fabric with Aaron, and everybody was saying, "Oh, did you get that one? Did you get that one?"
This is the start of that order.
All
right, we're gonna take plastic off,
there's another
cut some panels apart, and then we'll show you everything open.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back. All right.
This is called Forest Fawn. It's very little. There are 7 pieces. It'd be super pretty. And then, is that 4 panels? I don't remember what I cut. I just cut 4. But
I didn't even see the panels. I grabbed the panels because I wanted to go cut them myself.
And then
I got distracted. But Tracy, ready?
Show this one first.
Ready?
Hold on. For this one.
For this one.
Does it go with this?
Ready?
Ready.
Bam!
Oh!
Look at that!
Oh my God, I love
I
that.
didn't even get to see your reaction. Look at this smile.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
And look at the detail on his feet.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, wow, I love that one.
He is so cool. I mean, I am not a crow fan. I'm not a bird fan, let's be honest.
Raven. That is a raven.
Regardless.
That is gorgeous.
But I think this is so well done.
Ugh, yeah.
And I love the scene inside of him.
Please.
It's beautiful.
He's so cool. So I went also shopping. I think this pattern, the La Rosa pattern, it's Grand Central. No, Grand Prize would be really good. Because if you did just some like dark black textures where the browns are, like a really pretty smoky gray on the outside, how cool. How cool. Yeah.
And for Tracy, if you don't feel like you want to make a quilt out of it, you can put these on a canvas board.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times.
Me too.
I just
Whether
really
it's
wanna look at the
starching it to the
picture.
wall.
I don't want anybody to cover up with it. I want to look at it.
It's really
Just go
cool.
get one of those
I love
cheapy black frames from Walmart. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just something to enjoy it.
that. Right, so here's
Tracy's.
three.
Okay. And then
And then there's
this one. This
Tracy
one's like,
has a murder of friends that come every day.
yeah, they
they
hang out in the birch tree at the church.
over there. Yeah,
It's murder at the church.
I have a couple at my house that show up usually between 9:30 and 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for their peanuts.
That's cool.
Peanuts. This is beautiful.
This is so cool. This is
Oh,
a
that's
view right from the
pretty.
cabin.
Yeah.
This could go with the
It really could go with
Forest
this stuff.
Lawn.
Do you think it does? What does it say? No, it's Call of the Wild.
That's pretty.
Super
And this
pretty.
one too, 7 of these. I mean, it would still be beautiful. And those
Oh,
of you
yeah,
guys
we can-
that, yeah,
all around.
yeah.
And then I thought I think this one would go both for this one and the next one. This is another Villa Rosa Farm Fresh. Now you're gonna have to imagine a little bit different because it's very farmy. But if this is in your center, you could have other, probably some of even these that we're gonna show you in a minute, wrapping around it, or some really cool woodsy T-shirts if you want to add some T-shirt quilts in there. Just colors.
big are those squares? What do they need?
They're calling for 10-inch squares. Nothing super big.
Oh.
But yeah, 10 inches wide by some of the lengths are a little bit different to keep that up, but I think that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe third yard cuts of a couple.
Yeah.
Right, your mom's trying to sleep.
I'm
Exactly.
trying to sleep. In front of a couple.
Farm Fresh would also look good with this guy.
What is this?
He's
Oh,
an
this is
owl.
owl.
Oh.
This is the only bird I like.
She likes an owl. The murderous birds, not the cute little
I
Tweety
love that.
birds. She only wants the
Always.
ones that
I have
murder.
always loved him.
Okay, this one does.
He's hunting though.
He is hunting.
Beautiful.
Look how pretty.
Mm.
It's cool.
He has his eyes set on something.
So cool. So cool. All right, and then
What is
this guy.
one?
He's a Highland cow in the snow.
Oh. We've had a couple Highland cows. They're popular.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Who that is?
Oh, that's so cute.
Mm.
That's very.
That's a good one.
There's this whole thing of people, who get fancy, maybe their husbands or whatever have some cows they're raising for a butcher or whatever, and then they get their fun little Highland cows. Like, these are just my display cows. These are not anything. These are just display.
Display. Yeah.
that would be me. Rather, we can have a cow because I'll have display cows, and I don't have time for that.
We're not eating it.
Yeah. And this is just a fun horizontal one. This is probably my favorite horizontal pattern from Villa Rosa. It's October Sky. Super easy. Just a panel, a yard for background and that border, and then quarter yard cuts for the 3 colors to make that little starburst. Or make it the same color. It doesn't have to be super hard or anything, but this is my favorite horizontal one. So some Villa Rosa ideas for the Call of the Wild panels. The new ones. So I will put those in the Call of the Wild category. I will also throw them in with this Forest Fawn collection just because they showed up at the same time. Yeah. All right. Forest Fawn. Just 7. They're so pretty together.
These are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the,
So pretty.
gosh. And really, I mean, it seems, what makes me think that it's Christmassy? I guess
I think
it's
it's
really
winter.
not. I think
I think
it's
it's
wintry.
winter. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Gosh, it's beautiful. And I think there's some little pine boughs and stuff, but I think you're right. I think it's just
winter.
winter. And maybe really just winter because I don't even know what makes it winter. There isn't
Colors,
any
maybe?
Christmas,
Yeah, I
Christmas
don't know.
trees or anything. I don't know if you've got blue and you like the.
Beautiful.
It is really beautiful. Look at this. This is like a perfect tree. I think maybe because this seems snowy.
Maybe. It's beautiful. They did a great job.
I'll lift it this way. Because, right, doesn't that seem like that's snowy? Gosh, that's gorgeous. I love that piece. Love this piece. Oh, are they magnolias maybe?
Oh, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one's not anything. That one's just pretty.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty. Oh, and then this one. Yeah, really pretty. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Really pretty. All right. And then we're not doing any fat quarters or pre-cuts of any of these.
No.
But we should
I might do some 1 yard cuts because I feel like I would need a yard of each of
a
these.
yard of each of them. I totally agree.
I think it'd be a really
Yeah.
pretty timber to fussy cut, maybe like
Mhm.
one of the centers out and then border around it. I think it'd be a really pretty kind of like a half log cabin-esque quilt. And yeah, it would look great with that one.
It really would.
Oh,
I
look how
mean,
pretty those are.
look at these trees with this. Look at the little cabin in there.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, these trees look really good with this. So yeah, so if we do 1 yard cuts of this one, but then we should have mentioned, I don't think we mentioned that we're going to do 3rd yard cuts of the Heather
pop
Bailey.
sugar. Yeah.
Pop
So
sugar.
however many of those colors, we're going to do 3rd yard cuts.
Yeah.
So that if you wanted to do either of those 2 patterns, you totally could.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll see those.
And we didn't mention it, right? If everybody's already been shopping for it, you will have
You've
seen
already
it.
seen it.
You will have already seen it. But we're going to go ahead and do those because
Yeah.
both of us want to make those quilts. And the 3rd yard cuts.
We have to
rather
cut them
than the
anyways.
backwards. Yeah, we have to cut them anyway. Because, so.
And the really nice thing about a 3rd yard cut is you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You can do 10-inch squares, 2.5-inch strips, 5-inch squares. Heck,
Yeah.
you could be a 10-inch square and a 2.5-inch strip.
Yeah.
So I think it's very user friendly.
Yeah.
If your idea is to make one of those patterns, but life happens and you change your mind, you have a very usable cut.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, we're going to clean this up. And we have some notions. And we have some very special new notions from Laura.
Very cool.
All right, so we're going to start with Laura Estes. And the funny thing about Laura Estes, well, there's so many great things about Laura. Laura is she's fairly local.
Odessa
She's
is local to us.
Odessa, 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
And now that, again, all of these people that are doing the shop hop, they come in and this is what everybody, grab that pillow. Everybody says, oh my gosh, what is this?
Cutest
How
thing
did you
I've
make
seen.
those? Cutest thing I've ever seen. So we have playing on a loop on the TV in here, the little tutorial from Laura. So maybe you can,
And these little
I
doodads
know.
from Pop Sugar, put this little guy right in there. So stinking cute.
so cute. So cute. So we think that if you've been watching us for a while, you've already bought the set, right?
tools. Yep.
The tools. And you probably already have this, but just a little reminder that if you're going to be on the road at all doing anything, this is an easy thing to travel. It's just kind of a big stitch. The looser, the better. It'll pull it really tight. Just kind of a nice little thing. You don't need very many things to be able to take with you. And you could make this pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
And so the other one I want to show is this one, because if you have all of them,
This
the
one's
set,
equally
if you don't know what
impressive.
tools we're talking about, we're going to show you in a minute, but this is a really good pattern because she shows all of these little flowers and all of these little tricks. And she has this one and then she has like a fall one. So she has 2 different ones, but really, really fun.
And this is spring basket bouquet. It looks very intimidating, but the tools make it super easy and it's really impressive to look at.
Yeah. We did this as a technique of the month, I guess, block of the month, whatever, years ago. Super, super, super popular. Really, really nice.
And that uses her whole tool. So if you bought
Yeah.
the tool pack from us, you can do that one. You
Yeah.
don't need anything but the pattern if you want to know how to put the pillow together.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to get these out.
Can
This
they
is a
run
surprise.
out?
Brianna
Okay,
likes to
I
see
want to
these,
see
yeah.
this.
But I was going to say something else about that. Oh, check out, maybe Anna can put a picture in here of, she has a Sunbonnet Sue pattern that's
Oh,
real
that
similar, and she is standing in a garden. So if you love the garden idea, but instead of a pillow, you want to put it in a wall hanging, check out the Sunbonnet Sue one. It's really adorable. So these are her tools, and we'll go through them fairly quickly because, again, we have a video, 2 different videos featuring Laura. One is her demonstrating every single tool. And then the other one is kind of a trunk show of her patterns and her stuff. We carry everything. Or her website is, what does it say? What is it? Sage Country Quilts.
Yeah. That is who she
Sage
is.
Country Quilts.
If you
is who
just
she
Google
is.
Sage Country,
Google her.
Yeah, she pops up.
Or order
She's
from
in
us. We got
Odessa,
you.
Washington.
And so then what she does is these are all of her tools. She is the creator of these. And we put all 5 together in a little package. And then we add the needles that she talks about, which is the Milner size 5. And then we also put
About size 7.
Size 7.
Yeah.
It's a Milner size 7.
That's her
Milner
favorite
size 7. And and one of her little flowers.
She hand makes these for us.
hand makes them.
to give to you guys.
Yeah, so you can get a little bundle, and then there's a little price savings when you do it that way. So all of her tools, and it's just and you'll pull off it. It looks like this, but then
It's
you
clear.
just pull off your little thing so it's nice and clear. But there's the coin,
Which makes this guy.
which is this one,
The yo-yo guy and the posy guy.
little circle,
Super cute.
all of those different circles.
And then you've got the
the
ruching,
coin ruching.
in
There's 3 sizes
small, large, and jumbo.
in jumbo.
And you can see that kind of on
And that's
here.
the one that makes these because you make it in a row and then you go around, or it
This
makes
one.
these. And so you make it like that.
This is the small, large, jumbo. She does not have a ruche on this one.
Mm-mm.
Or her
And then
coin.
also, it's what made this edge.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And I looked ruffled and
I should have grabbed that other pillow that had. Oh, it's right there. Let me grab it.
oh yeah. Oh, that was a good one too. She also has patterns that go along with all of these, like this ruched one. She does have this tool and this pattern all together. But again, it's pretty easy. As long as you know how to do your envelope back to tuck your pillow form in there, you don't necessarily need the pattern because every template comes with the instructions on how to use the template.
This is medium and jumbo.
Large and
Ruched.
jumbo.
Large and jumbo. Large and jumbo.
It's funny. It's small, large, jumbo.
jumbo.
We skipped medium altogether.
Nobody needs medium.
No.
No, she's smart. This pillow, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's so beautiful. And so this one has all of the sizes of everything in here. Here's the jumbo.
Yeah, and it starts with a ruched center,
Yeah.
a coin blossom. Starts with this bad boy first, and then you work your way around.
Yeah. And you can see the, oh, that's really shiny. Sorry.
We have the door open because it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
But
So
again,
anyway.
just the pattern. And the pattern's nice, but as long as you have our set of 5 tools, you can do anything that she puts out.
Yeah.
New or old.
Get all 5. It's a saving. You'll want them anyway. And then you're going to have to, you won't get the savings. You won't get the needles or the
Get 'em all.
flour. And you'll have to pay shipping again. Get them all.
Yeah. Use that as gift certificates you got earlier in the week
Yes.
if you don't already have it.
Done those. So the other one we got more of, and we'll insert the picture of this one too. And maybe we'll put that behind us one time next week for you guys to see this.
Sure.
This is a beautiful quilt. It's kind of a showstopper quilt. Those sunflowers are like this big.
They're huge.
They're beautiful, really, really big. And of course, out by Odessa, that's where all of the sunflower fields are.
So pretty.
It's really pretty. This is what's new. She has something new.
I'm going
She
to
has a
take,
new. Take that out so they
just
can
so you
see
don't
it.
have to see the glare.
So she has a new template.
Oh, goodness. And
So-
really good bags.
I know. Sorry. Really good bags. And so maybe I can take this out too so you can see it. So the circle maker, you know, where it has all the different sizes of circles and then you can trace the size that you need. She did the same thing for hearts. And same thing, it's just an $8 tool.
Now, the heart after heart pattern comes with that template.
Oh, can you see that? Maybe I should have left it in there.
Here, I got a box. Put it over the top of the box.
Oh, I don't think that helped them.
They can kind of see that. Oh, there you
Can
go.
see that?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Can you see that there's all
Lines?
kinds of little lines in there so that you can make all kinds of different
It's a marking
1,
tool.
2, 3, 4 marking tool. And then she gives you the directions and she gives some ideas about, I don't know if you can see it.
So again,
and then she has this
heart
cute little-
after heart, this pattern comes with the heart template tool.
Yeah.
If you feel like,
this.
nope, I can get the template and I know what I need to do,
Yeah.
choose what you want, but you don't need to get both.
And I think the difference is like $4. The template is $8. The pattern with the template is, I think, 12.
I think that's right.
Pretty sure. Anyway, that's what's new for her.
Super cool.
fun. Yeah.
And Laura has her own Sage Country Quilts pattern section. So I will move that to the what's new. I think it's been up there because we saw her new Clover Patch pattern that came through.
right.
And then we did get more. I don't have, okay, I put it out already, but the Cottontail pattern that you saw last week with the cute little bunnies and the ruched little tushies. Super cute. I got more of those when she came in too.
It's funny that once you start doing the little ruchings that you find all sorts of spots to put them.
Yeah. And they're very kid friendly. I mean, it's all hand stitched. You don't have to put a button in it to get to stick, and you hand stitch it down. So the likelihood of someone little getting it off You never know. Sometimes the little Houdinis can get anything off they want, but if they get that off, they cannot hurt themselves with it.
No.
There's no loose pieces to come off or anything. So it is really nice to add to someone's little, nursery decorations, knowing that it's really fun and tactile and fun, and it's a safe, touchy business.
Yeah. Really nice. And again, we had to restock again because it's the popular thing as people wander through. Tell me what this is. Yeah.
It's very unique. It's very cool. These, you might remember, the little Soul Line gift boxes.
Finally came in.
Yeah, super cool. It comes
We
in
knew those were going to come in May.
We did know.
That is really cute.
What's nice about it is it comes with a Soul Line catalog. So you know what your tools are all in here. But you've got like the eraser, the glue stick, the water pen, the air erase, and the wet erase marking pens. I don't know what it's about.
Glue stick?
Is it glue stick?
I don't know. I'm making that
I
up.
don't know what it is. Oh, it's a double-ended. You got a chubby point and a fine point end.
Oh, permanent marker.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Good for writing labels. You got pretty scissors with a sheet.
Look how cute those are.
An eraser. And then this is their really cool mechanical pencil with three, you got a white, a pink, and a blue pen chalk in here. And then, of course, you can use your eraser to erase your lines. So it's a nice
this
little
must
set.
be the glue stick.
That must be the glue stick. Yeah.
Very nice. And it's pink.
And it comes on a little fine
Yeah.
if you want to keep it in your thing.
You can keep it in your thing.
Adorable.
Cute. All right, so we have those again. So we've sent out already the
ones
that
that you-
were waiting.
the
And we
ones that
still have
pre-ordered.
maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we have maybe 8 left.
Cute.
So,
Okay.
maybe back in stock. And then it looks like
little
what else
catalog
is in
back
here. Oh, catalog, sorry. And then we got more of these. These are the little, this is the other thing that we sell out of so quickly. Because
The
we use this all
ladybug.
the time. It's just a little vacuum. And so whenever we cut Minky on our mat, or our mat gets kind of bad, we'll just pull this thing out. And it is battery operated, not rechargeable. And I'm good with that because I know that it's going to work every time. It's like, oh shoot, we haven't plugged that in for a while. So anyway, kind of cute.
It's hard enough for us to remember to plug our phones in at the end of the day.
Right.
Let alone our cute little ladybug.
Right.
Creative Stitchings by Sue Spargo. This is just a great book if you are a hand embroiderer and you need a lot of ideas. She's got, 100 stitches in here? I don't even know.
Is it 100?
Tons. I don't know. All it says is over 20 new stitches. So I don't know what that means for old stitches. But there's a ton of things in there. So if you just want some really cute ideas, and it doesn't necessarily take her really big size 8 floss. If you want to do something fine and little, you can totally do that. So basic stitches to really fancy drizzle stitches and Brazilian stitches. So it's a really fun book if you're a hand embroiderer person and want to expand a little bit. And it's spiral bound and really nice laminated pages.
Very nice. Addison.
A pattern just for you.
Ah.
Big rectangles.
What is it? What is Allison known as? Grandma Sparky?
Grandma
No.
Sassy.
Sassy.
Grandma Sassy.
Grandma Sassy. Yeah, that's right. And Sparky.
Sparky. Sparky.
That's probably who Matt is. Sassy and Sparky. Yeah.
Ooh, a new one from by Annie. I haven't seen this one.
Oh.
This one's called Side Hustle. That's this one. So a really cute
Oh.
crossbody sling bag.
Not to be confused with the fanny pack.
Cute. I like it.
That's cute.
2 sizes, fits close to the body. Valuables are safe and secure. A large zipper and 2 small zipper compartments.
Rosalie, this might be what we're going to make next year for Bag Retreat. Just saying.
Can you whip one of these up so we can see it in real life? Never mind.
I'll send you the
We have a
fabric.
trunk show coming.
Oh.
We have a By Annie trunk show coming for our bag retreat. So we're, of course, going to show it all to our retreaters, but then we will, of course, do a trunk show for you guys, too.
Yeah.
So you can see her new stuff in real life.
And then we got some new, I don't know, I got a little notification that the 5" by 5" Quilter Select were permanently discontinued. Does that make
Why?
sense to you?
That's a good size. I mean,
Does
okay.
not make sense to
I have
me.
to say I'm a 6" square girl, but
Me too.
a 5" square works the same for me. Because it's not because I'm trimming 6" square blocks. I don't do that little. But my 6 by 12 is my fan favorite. That is my favorite ruler. I think I have 3. I have one in Quilter Select. I have one in Frosted, one Olfa.
Just in case.
just in case. Funny.
I don't.
bad.
It said permanently discontinued.
Well,
which
they
I
have
thought was
so many
weird.
sizes.
Yeah, and
So-
maybe that's what they decided is that maybe they're made in China. I don't know
knows?
what's
So
happening.
if you
but
see a 5-inch one, it's been on your list. Get it.
Get it while you can
Yeah.
because we could not reorder them.
Good to know.
Yeah, interesting. 8.5 by 8.5 back in stock, and all in here it is. This is the 12.
This is a 6.5 by 12,
Oh.
but the same difference.
Yeah.
For me, that 1/2-inch bit, my math gets all.
Messes me up.
So I like whole number rulers just because
agree.
in my head it doesn't matter how I put my ruler up. It's even.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just
I agree.
me and numbers. So
It's just habits. You know, you get used to doing something one
yeah.
way. And
So I
you
have to say I always have full.
it's
number
why I can't figure out the Velcro tennis shoes.
Why?
I'm just not used to that. It's like, I can't
I
do
get the shoe
it.
one. Mine don't even have laces. It's just slip on, slip off. Ain't got time to tie or Velcro. 3 by 12, also really nice.
A very good one.
A handy one just to take to retreats classes. It's a good size, small. And a 2.5 by a 6.5. This is their newest size. A cute little guy. If you are someone who likes to do small pieces,
just
those-
because you need it, you know,
It's a nice
we
thing.
just, you never know, but it's good to have it.
Mhm.
And then, just because we run out of it all the time, the iron cleaner.
Yeah.
So we do still have that new stick.
The
That's
stick,
kind of
uh-huh.
fun if you
It's
have
pretty
something
cool.
super crazy, but the iron clean, it's good just to make sure you have it on hand in case you get any fusible web.
Some Roxanne glue based it. So we have it in the stick, the glue stick, the little dip and dab, which looks like a lip gloss applicator. And then there's this little squeeze guy. He's a 1 ounce, super precision one. And he just squeezes.
If you do applique and hand applique and you need it to stay down while you are traveling, stitching, doing whatever, and you don't want to do any of that little fusible stuff, it's very, very nice. It dries pretty securely. It dries clear. You can stitch through it and it washes out at the end, but it's very, very nice. It's made by Jalili Studios and they are known for the hand applique. So
Yeah.
a
They have
really
really
nice
good-
product. Yeah, really, really nice product.
And it will wash totally out if you are washing that project.
Yeah.
But you also won't feel it
Yeah.
if you leave it in there, and you can also stitch through it without getting your needle all gummy and
Yeah.
trouble.
I think everything else in there we saw. Yeah.
Alright.
There's a million
Yeah.
iron cleans.
Yeah, there's-
Sorry. It comes in a packet of 10, but I say that I want 12, so we have 12 packets of 10. So, special on iron clean.
We always use it.
We always
Because
need
you
it.
always forget where you put it, and then you
Yeah.
buy it, and then you put it where you thought you put, and then you find it.
Store it with your iron.
Yeah.
Like underneath your little mat. That's where I put my pressing cloth.
I
and
have
that's where
2
I put my iron
packages. I put one under. I have a little small ironing station right next to my cutting station, and then I have one up on my organizer where my iron goes, because I never know where I'm going to remember where it is.
Sure.
Same where I put my applique pressing sheets. One goes
Oh, yeah,
under
yeah.
my pressing part, and then one goes up. Just never know. And then if I run out, I'll know I can go get my stash and put it on my shopping list.
Yeah. All right, that was pretty good. So, gosh, I feel like we've been at it for hours and hours, but I don't know what all we saw. What all did we see?
Sugar pop sugar.
Pop sugar.
And
So cute.
so cute.
Third yard cuts.
So you can do some patterns.
And then that
Canvas
tote
bag.
Canvas bag.
That'll
That'll
go
go
fast.
quickly. Yeah, get those.
And keep in mind, the instructions are in there. You don't have to know anything. Your panel has everything for you.
Someone's going to ask if you should line it. It's up to you.
Personal preference.
Yeah.
It's whatever
I
you want for it.
tend to, because everybody wants to inspect your bag when you've made it. So, it gives it a nice finish.
And with it being that canvas, if you don't want to line it, I would suggest you serge or zigzag those raw edges because they'll fray. And not fray that your bag will fall apart, but you'll have strings all over your vegetables. So,
I'm not putting no vegetables in my bag.
no, probably not.
It's
If I go to
all
farmer's
fabric.
market.
I know.
I always
I'm
make
gonna
sure when I
carry
go
to
to my
market.
farmer's market, I always have the prettiest bag.
I know.
Not because I want the attention, I don't have anywhere to go. And the only other people
I'm going to dress up with my bag.
the only other people that see my bags are my Walmart pickup people.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
No. No, they don't care. That's right.
And then Forest Fawn, the Hoffman
yeah,
collection, plus 4 new Call of the Wild panels.
Oh, yeah.
Super cute.
Mhm.
And Notions,
Lots of
Laura's,
notions.
and a new template.
Nice.
We are not going to are we going to put her heart template in with the bundles? Probably not.
No.
Okay.
What
So-
do you think? I think no, And then we'll let
Separately?
everybody kind of catch up. And then we'll do
Okay.
it because so many of you guys already have the packet.
5-pack.
You need to just add the heart.
Okay.
And then here, after we get through summer rush of you guys traveling and stuff, we might
Add that
we'll
later to the.
modify that.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
yeah.
So get
Yeah.
your 5-pack of templates if you don't already have it, and then your heart template is
Yeah.
sold separately in pattern form or separate template form.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Have a great
Day.
rest of your day, or hope you had a great day.
Mhm.
And we'll see you tomorrow at 11 for book club. If you want to join us.
Mhm.
Again, we do spoilers, but if you want us to spoil it before you read it, that's fine. I'm about a third of the way done.
No way.
Mhm.
You have some reading to do.
Oh, listening. It's fine. It's Mother's Day. I don't have to do anything today. I got books to do.
What I want for Mother's Day? This is what I want.
I'm gonna go sit in my room.
I want
Not
to
here.
act single.
I need you to cook for me and do the dishes afterwards. That's all I need. And you guys don't know the word mom in your vocabulary.
Yeah,
If you think mom, think dad.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I say all the time. I just want you to get along.
Just
One
be
day.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do
that's
pretty
right.
good.
They do. You're
Especially now that the weather's good. They can go outside, run around, get off some of that pent up energy, that spring fever, and
Yeah.
it's good for them.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.